Alright, I'm going to show you some of the changes I've made to the second section. So, player starts here like normal. They come through, and they see the chandeliers. The chandeliers are going to be all this height to start with. So, the height of this one. So that way they're up high, and it gives the player can see the statue here. So the player will come through here, come down. Notice they can't go that way, and go over this way. I moved the staircase from here to here. That way they have to walk around, and this is lit up so they'll be able to see it. They can go up here if they wish, and it's fully accessible right now, so they'll go up here, go over here, and then they'll see they can't go forward here, but there's a doorway over here, so they can go over here. So they can go and jump on this, walk over here, they could go down there. That's going to be blocked off with a gate. Currently it's not, but then they'll see, oh, they can jump into here, so they'll jump into here, and they see a button, a pressure plate, but it doesn't do anything. So if they went that way, then hopefully they'll remember there's another door, otherwise they'll just have to look around, and eventually they'll find this doorway. And of course the doorway is the same as normal. Takes them over here, and then they go down. I made it so that once they pass this area, they can't get back up. That way they have to learn that they can push this statue. Otherwise the player could just be walking around forever, but they should infer that this is the only way out, so what happens if I push the statue? And when they push the statue here, this orb will light up, and then so it'll make a noise, and then it'll light up, and then light the room. Other lights will turn on, and then they'll hear the chandeliers descend. So that way they'll, oh, this happened, and they should see those descending. So actually, the player won't be able to access this because it'll be up in the air, but they'll be able to see something from here. They should be able to see it. So what will happen is then the player will have to platform back up to here, and they'll jump in here. And when they jump on this, it will move down and rotate. So it should move down and just rotate to face this direction. And then this gate will open while that's happening. So actually at this height it can just rotate. So it'll just rotate, and that'll open this gate. And then they can go through here. They go up here. They go up here. Jump on over here. See, there's nowhere else to go because this is going to be blocked off, and all that stuff's going to go to the ceiling. But they see these stairs here, so they can go up these stairs, go onto the top, and jump onto here. Then they'll see they can access here. And when they jump on here, it'll rotate as well, giving them access to here and opening up this gate. So then they can go down here. This area will be blocked off. And then they'll go up the spiral staircase, come up here, and then there will be a pathway to lead back to the top of here, which leads them into here, which will rotate it to face this way, and then a path down, and then the normal path out, and then an elevator at the end. Jump on the elevator, and this opens the door. And when they step on this square, the chandeliers will descend, showing the path down to the door. So that way they'll descend to show the door, so that when the door opens they can go down to it, and they'll be disabled while the timer is in effect. So that way when you run through, it won't turn them on. They'll have the buttons disable when you press this button, so you can just run through the path, and you should just reach the door in time before it closes. So to show you that all works so far, I will blur. So the player goes down here, notices they can't go through there, So they go over this way. Maybe they go down here. And they go around here, go up. Go down, and then they would push this. It's not scripted yet, but that's the idea. So then they would be through there, they would notice everything was done. So they would go up here. Notice these stairs, go up these stairs, follow the path. Oh, this goes forward. Oh, I can't get there. What happens if I go over here? Oh, I can see this area. And climb up, jump, or miss it like I just did. But they'll jump up, and it'll let them through here. So, once they're in here, we'll see this ramp. This is going to be like damaged debris. So it just looks like damaged and everything, but we go to the top. They can jump across here, go top this ramp, and down, down, and then that'll give them access to this section, which will let them travel over here. Let's climb this staircase, which I guess is too steep. So I'll work on that. Weird. I guess I can just make those shorter, but we get up to the top. And then go up here and finish the rest of the level. So that's what I've got going on. I'm gonna finish the pathways, and then I'll start putting the programming in, and then I'll fix that staircase. That's weird. Block this area off, and then the elevator I'm just gonna push forward and make it so that that's the only thing in front of the player. The player has to step on that in order to move forward, or I might put an indentation in the ground, and then the player just has to fall onto it, and then they'll obviously realize it's an elevator. So that's what I got going on. Thanks.